Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning the last day prophet and who is actually the last day prophet. And I'm speaking from the angle of one who would have been raised to look at Revelation 10:7 and give that power to someone outside of myself. Okay, and believe that there is a literal man who would be called the last day prophet. But I want to say to you, every one of us in this world have a prophetic side of our existence, and you would spend your last day here, your last moment here, because you see, everything is based upon our going to bed and our waking. So our whole life is shaped upon how we go to bed and how we awake, because we have a conscious and a subconscious mind. So let me break it down for you so you will understand it, and let me also promise you that I will do a follow-up video teaching you how to prophesy. Okay, because not until you learn that you can actually prophesy your life, whichever way you want it to be, and I'll teach you how, okay, and I'll show you in the Bible. And until you understand that, you would realize that anyone who comes to you and tell you that there's a special man who is a prophet and he's been chosen and he's the only one who's been chosen to bring a last day message to you, right? And they're pointing you to look outside of yourself and to believe in a Lord, a God, a Savior, a Redeemer outside of yourself, and making you believe that the Bible is literal and secular history. I'm going to show you how to prove for your own self, not what I say. How you're going to prove for your own self, okay, that they are false, okay, and the true prophet is actually you, okay, because you're the one who can prophesy your life whichever you want it to be. So there, let me make it simple for you, okay, in Revelation 10:7, when he speak about in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall sound, the mystery of God shall be finished. Now, the first thing you have to know is that when the Bible speaks about mystery, it is because the Bible is a coded book. The entire Bible is a coded book. It's parabolic. Okay, and it must be understood psychologically. It must be understood esoterically and metaphysically. Okay, because the kingdom of God is within you. Now, the next thing you have to understand is who is an angel. An angel is a messenger. And what brings message to you and from you? It is your own thoughts that bring message to you and from you. So when it says that in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when it shall begin to sound, the mystery of God will be finished. You have to understand that 7 is speaking of a finished work, and that the book of Genesis is teaching you how everything starts from thoughts. How everything was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. It is teaching you the secret of creation. And when you would have created your desire, and your desire is manifest, creation is finished, and you will come into Sabbath. You will come into rest. And it would happen upon what? The 7th day. The 7th day is just teaching you of a cycle, because time is not real. Time is an illusion. Okay, we are all living in the now. For you to say the past or the future, you have to be in the present saying it. Or in the now. So there's always now. So it is showing you that you are God in flesh, but you're going to die like a man. So dying like a man, you will have your last day. Okay? And when your desire is complete, it is finished. So when it says in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when it shall begin to sound, the mystery of God will be finished. The mystery of God is the hidden truth that be hidden from you concerning true salvation is self-realization, because God and man are one, and God in man is man's imagination. So when you come to that place of getting away from all form of denomination, you would realize that the only thing that cannot be denominated is your true self, your higher self. And when you come into self-realization, it's individual. It's an individual thing. It's a personal thing. You do not need a pastor. You do not need a congregation. You do not need to pay any collection. You do not need to pay no tithes, no offering. You don't need to put on your Sunday best. You do not need to change anyone else but yourself. You wouldn't try to go and try to change everyone else. You would know that you have to spend the rest of your life, you understand, trying to change yourself. And as you change yourself, you change those around you. Because your life would shine. And they would see, okay, the results of your life. And that is why it's very important, first of all, for you to understand the law of mentalism in order to understand me. In order to understand that thoughts become things. In order to understand what the Bible really means when it says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It is speaking about your subconscious mind. So many people who believe that the prophet is William Branham, they are giving their power to William Branham and they are denying their prophetic self. That is why I said before that I would do a backup video after this video to teach you how to prophesy your life. So I'm going to take you on a journey and show you that you can have anything that you desire in this world if you would only learn how to prophesy your life whichever way you want it to be. And then when you start to prove it in your life, then you start to understand what William Branham was doing. Because I can do the same thing that William Branham was doing and tell you of events before they ever happen. Because I could appropriate it even before it happened. That's why, my brother, my sister, I could tell you that Vindial ministry was finished 1 year before it ever happened. I said it in 2019. I did the video, the Holiest Day, and I uploaded it, the New Year's Day. And exactly the Holiest Day of 2019 moving into 2020 is when he committed himself over money. Going to the bank wasn't coming to him. He was going to the bank, okay? And at the new year, the beginning of 2020, he broke the news with the money. But my brother, my sisters, when you understand money is energy and your energy, you will realize that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, okay? But for you to come to that, you have to be willing to do the practical. And that's why I'm going to teach you the practical. So you do not need to believe me. Because this is not something that you believe. This is not something that is theory. This is something that is practical. And I'm willing to teach anyone how to prophesy their life. How to prophesy how much money they want to have in the bank book. I have proof of that. You understand? And you don't have to buy a certain vehicle to prove anything to anyone. Okay? You don't have to do these things. So, my brother, my sisters, I think I'm going to come to a close because I can go on and on. Because I want to see your response. I want you to comment if you're willing for me to show you these practical things that you can do and prophesy your life. Okay? And see things happening in your life. I'm sure it's going to work because I know work because I know the whole science. I could explain the whole science for you. Bring on the entire science of the Bible. That's why I was able to put my own Bible together called the 66 Books of Magic, the Overcomer's Bible. And my Bible begins with John because John is love. And John and Genesis is actually the same book. And that is why my Bible ends with Chronicles. Your entire life from your birth to your death. That's what Chronicles is all about, my brother, my sisters. So get ready for the journey because this is not a man coming to you looking for a profit. No, this is a man who's been born to bring a word to you, to build you and elevate you by pointing you to look inwardly because he would have tapped in to his inner energy and using it mystically because he knows he's a mystic or a prophet. We wrote the Bible. That's why we can interpret the Bible. For the greatest mystery, it can never be known intellectually. It can only be known through experience. I am a witness. So, with that being said, my brother, my sister, I'm going to come to a close here. I want to say peace. I'm out.